Hello, and welcome to the Gerkinman Monthly for the month of July. If you're new to the channel, this is just a monthly video I do to let people know what I released this month in case they somehow missed it, and what's coming out next month in case they're curious to know what's actually coming up. Some of you may have noticed that the channel has been pretty quiet this month, which I think I said would happen last month. This is due to the fact that I've been working on a freelance project, which has unfortunately pushed the client is always right back until this freelance job is finished. It's probably about 2/3 of the way through, actually. It's coming along nicely. I can't wait to show it with you. Unfortunately, I can show you this picture, but that's unfortunately all I can show at the moment. I can't really say what it's about until I get given the go-ahead, but hopefully it will lead to exciting things in the future, and it's also giving me the opportunity to experiment with a style I've been wanting to for a while. It's kind of like a hybrid between the more hand-drawn-y look that I've been using lately and the clean vector style of the telescope. And I'll be doing some experiments with it after it's finished with the rendering to try to make it look less like Flash and more like a traditional animation. So that's why things have been a little bit quiet. And apologies for that after such a busy month last month. But hey, what happened this month? What did I release? Well, I did release two things. One of them was Link's Amazing Adventure, which finally came out. It's sitting pretty around 400 views. It's not the greatest thing I've ever made, but it serves its purpose and it got it out of my system. I have no more plans for any parodies this year. I may make another True Super Mario cartoon later in the year, but that's looking a bit iffy. I'm not really sure if I will do that or not. And the other thing that I released was a little animation, which was very much a spur of the moment thing, because E3 was happening and I was very excited, and that is My Body Was Ready, which was just a little animation of Reggie dancing. Lots of Reggies, because everyone loves Reggie and should have more Reggie in their lives. So what's happening next month, you ask? Well, what isn't happening next month? Hopefully I'll get this freelance job knocked out in the next couple of days, if I'm lucky, and I can get back to work on The Client Is Always Right. I think it'll take longer than a month to put together, but I at least hope to get a loop out. That'd be nice. And I also plan on compiling all of my loops from 2011 and putting them into one video, like the Gerkin Loop, I guess, collection, Volume 1. A lot of those loops were done at a time when I was animating at a lower resolution, and the copies that are currently on my YouTube channel aren't of the best quality, and thanks to Swivel I can now go back and re-render all those animations in glorious HD and 1080p, and you can see those loops the way they were always meant to be seen in one handy little video. Other than that, there's also the retro releases, which, you know, those are important because I'm preserving history. So what do we got? On the 5th of July, we have the release of Alamo 2. This is actually the last retro release from the year 2004. After this, it's just climbing on a year, so we're starting 2005 finally. On the 12th will be The Bad Comedy Robot, which was my segment for a collaboration about the number 5 in subliminal messaging. On the 19th will be my trailer for the Martian Saga, which was like a little teaser trailer I did for a War of the Worlds fan project, and that will be followed the following day, because you got to keep it fresh, with the Martian Saga. So I'll be compiling all 5 episodes into one glorious film, which will be about 22 minutes long. I've made some tweaks to the backgrounds and a few other little things in the past that I'll be including, so it will be the best way to have seen the Martian Saga in all its 2005 glory. And then finally, The Boss of Me Now on the 26th, which was just like a little experimental animation I did, which never actually made it online, set to a song by They Might Be Giants. So hey, that's new content technically, since no one would have ever seen it before. And so that's the retro releases there. One other thing I'd like to talk about is I recently upgraded to Flash CC, or the entire CC suite. I've been using Premiere and After Effects and Photoshop CC, and they all seem fantastic. After Effects especially runs like grease lightning. Flash, however, which I was using in Flash CC because I wanted to take advantage of that unlimited pasteboard and ActionScript camera to be able to move around this massive environments. I've had to revert back to Flash CS6 because Flash CC had crashed on me 9 times in a single sitting the other night while trying to get this freelance job done. So for anyone who's sitting on the fence about the CC suite, if you already have CS6, CC will install beside it, even if you're on the subscription service, which thank God, because if it didn't, I basically wouldn't be able to work. You know, if you use the other programs, I would highly recommend Premiere CC. Likewise, I would especially recommend After Effects CC and Photoshop. While Flash CC has been built from the ground up to be 64-bit, I did notice dumping bitmaps and that sort of stuff in there. It was working a lot faster than CS6 does. The new interfaces is much improved on the earlier versions. It just doesn't have that stability yet to be able to recommend it. I mean, simply painting crashed it, and also just moving things between folders on the timeline caused the program to crash. So if you're sitting on the fence, like I said earlier, if you use the whole suite, it's fantastic, but stick to Flash CS6 if you're wondering. And so yeah, that's the Gerkinman Monthly for this month. I'm sorry I don't have more to show or anything like that, but I'm doing what I can, and hopefully the channel will be flooding with content again soon. So thanks for your time, and see you next month.